Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
As a Detroit family struggles to bury a 4-year-old mauled by a dog.
This is our lives. This is our reality. We want something done about this.
Questions remain about whether the animal responsible has been caught. 4-year-old Lavelle Anderson was playing in his grandmother's fenced-in backyard when a dog dug beneath the fence and attacked the little boy. And that's where we start tonight at 11. Glad you're with us. I'm Devin Skillian.
I'm Kimberly Gill. 2 animals were taken in by police, but tonight questions remain about whether the dog responsible is still on the loose. Mara McDonald is live at Detroit Animal Control tonight. Mara, the family dog appears to have been cleared in this.
Kimberly, that's what the family's attorney is telling us. Still, that family dog remains here at Animal Control along with another dog that may end up being euthanized. But at this point, there's no guarantee that's the animal that's responsible for this either. Let me show you.
Well, me and Derek, one of the things everybody looking out and showing y'all love and giving y'all donations and everything.
What 4-year-old Lavelle endured in his grandma's backyard, no parent should ever have to deal with. Veteran police officers were horrified by the aftermath. The family is reeling with the weight of it all.
It's a pain I can't even describe. It's one thing to prepare for somebody to pass, and for them to just be taken from you, it's a whole nother kind of pain.
Now the focus is on putting together a funeral for the little boy who loved to be a hero and a gentleman.
He liked to open up the doors for the women in his family, his aunties, his grandmother. He called himself the protector at 4 years old.
How this happened to Lavelle is still under investigation. The family dog, which was taken in by police, has been cleared. The other dog, which appears to have been living at a home nearby, will likely be euthanized and opened up to see if it's the culprit. The owner has signed off on it, but it may have been there in the aftermath and not part of the attack.
You haven't talked to the authorities and you feel like you have something to share, to please come forward. Any lead is a good lead. We are still trying to identify the owner of the dog. That's part of the investigation that's ongoing.
There is a possibility this family may never know what animal is responsible. Back here alive, the family started funeral planning today. This is a financial hardship on them. They have put together a GoFundMe to help fund this. They'd like to give that little 4-year-old a special funeral. Apparently he loved Spider-Man, and they'd like to do some sort of a Spider-Man themed funeral for him. We've got the info up on clickondetroit.com. We're live at Detroit Animal Control. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Just beyond heartbreaking. Mara, we appreciate it. Detroit police searching for persons of interest in the murder of local synagogue leader Samantha Wohl.
Detroit police provided an update on the investigation late this afternoon. The body of the 40-year-old was found Saturday morning near her home in Detroit's Lafayette Park community just east of downtown. She had been stabbed several times. So far, no arrests have been made.
And tonight, Samantha Wohl is being remembered by Congresswoman Alyssa Slotkin. In an interview tonight with MSNBC, Slotkin says she knew Samantha from working alongside her for 2 years.
Sam was well known to a lot of people. She worked for me for 2 years, helped me set up my congressional office. An amazing woman, a proud Jewish woman, but someone who believed to her core in interfaith dialogue. That's what she did for my office. That's what she's done for a lot of leaders in Michigan. And it was just, you know, her funeral was yesterday, and you could see that work in who showed up to her funeral. It was just a complete mixed picture of every faith and religion, every creed, because that's what she believed.
Detroit Police Chief James White says there is no evidence this was a hate crime. Investigators say the public is not at risk and believe the suspect acted alone.
2 elderly Israeli women are the latest Hamas captives to be freed. Video from Egyptian television shows the women being handed over to Israeli officials. Their release and that of 2 Americans on Friday, raising hopes for the families of the nearly 200 others who are being held. As many as 20 of those may be Americans still being held hostage.
New at 11, the University of Michigan reveals what led to a campus-wide internet shutdown back in August.
It was quite a mystery at the time. The university says hackers gained access to personal information through several university systems from August 23rd to August 27th, just as school was starting. Officials say the data for about 230,000 people. Now, that ranges from students to employees, but it also included alumni and donors. All of that information accessed. They say when the suspicious activity was detected, it disconnected its network from the internet. Today, the university began notifying people affected by the breach through email and also through its website. They recommended people monitor their accounts, watch their credit reports, and then report any suspicious activity.
The United Auto Workers strike expanded this morning to include another Stellantis plant. UAW President Shawn Fain joined about 6,800 union members in Sterling Heights as they walked off the job today. The plant produces Ram pickup trucks, a big seller for the company, and their most profitable vehicle. Fain walked the picket line with workers today and said they felt like it was time to turn up the pressure a bit, and they're in this for the long haul.
By striking this plant, is it any in the ballpark to say it's a Hail Mary of sorts?
There's no Hail Marys. We're going to do what we got to do. The membership's ready to go. It could be any plant at any time, and but it's time to hit them where it hurts.
The strike is now in its 6th week, covering 7 assembly plants and 38 warehouses, affecting all 3 automakers. In all, about 40,000 union members are now on strike.
What started as an idea to feed 12 Detroiters in need a home-cooked meal every Sunday has now turned into so much more.
Here we are, now doing over 100 meals a day, multiple times a week, to the tune of sometimes over 2,000 meals a month.
He's part of the Sunday Best crew, who this week celebrating 1 year now of bringing food and comfort to people living on the streets. Pamela Osborne was at tonight's dinner. Pamela, this ends up being about much more than food, doesn't it?
Devin, it's really, truly is the work that they're out here doing. They're doing more than just addressing the immediate need of hunger here in the city of Detroit. They're also changing lives and recently celebrated helping one of their regulars get off of the streets.
I have barbecue chicken, we have fried chicken, we have ribs.
A blessing straight from God to you.
A lot has not changed because we still have more people coming, different faces. We see different faces every day.
Angel Fluellen and her Sunday Best crew welcome them all.
They put their heart into it and they make you feel like, that it's love all in the mix.
Lamar has been stopping by since they first started serving home-cooked meals a year ago.
I appreciate it. It's a blessing. It's much of a blessing.
5 and 6 days a week, you can find them here at the Rosa Parks Transit Center making plates and forging friendships.
We know that we are actually helping sustain even some people that wouldn't be able to make it any other way.
I lost my apartment, and I was out here. I was out here till August.
Merle Dunlap spent 3 months living on the streets.
That was a long 3 months. Rain and this and that and the other. I said, I can't do this no more.
He says he knew Angel through her meal service before he became homeless, and when he was in desperate need of help, Angel was there. The Sunday Best crew put him up in a hotel and helped him get back into a home.
I thank the Lord for Angel.
Tonight, Angel and the crew handed out socks, sweaters, and suitcases to help folks get around in the cooler temperatures. It's just the start of what they hope to be able to do in the future.
Our plan is to also have a warming center so that in the wintertime and even in the summertime, it's a place where they can come and relax.
Sunday Best Crew is now a nonprofit organization. They're hoping to open a physical soup kitchen in the springtime. They're still, of course, raising money to try to get a food truck because they say the need is just simply that great. If you are interested in helping, we posted all the information on how to do so over on our website, clickondetroit.com. Reporting live tonight, I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
Boy, amazing how this has grown. All right, Pamela.
Okay, well, let's see what's happening with our forecast. It sounds like maybe tomorrow is going to be
Pick day of the week,
There
I believe,
you
is
go.
the way Kim put it earlier.
It absolutely is. It's going to be beautiful tomorrow. We do have to talk about a few light sprinkles tonight, especially in the northern part of Macomb County over into St. Clair County, just south of Columbus and Memphis, also Almont, eventually Armada getting a couple of sprinkles, and in Romeo. Not a big deal, just a little bit tonight, and by tomorrow it will be long gone. The heavier rain is up to our north, anywhere from Big Rapids all the way over north of Saginaw. So we don't have to worry about that. It's going to stay to the north of us. Temperatures are really mild compared to last night. 50 in Pontiac, also in Mount Clemens, 51 Metro, 52 City Airport. It's 19 degrees warmer right now than it was just 24 hours ago in Ann Arbor. It is 13 degrees warmer in Mount Clemens and Pontiac, and 12 degrees warmer at Metro Airport. And we're not done there. Tomorrow, highs get into the low 70s. It's going to be really a great day and dry tomorrow. We get back into the 70s later on this week, but it's not going to be dry. We'll talk about that coming up.